Hello and welcome to the next chapter in the Jones Journal, and today we have what is basically the final video of this week. So I want to make sure I have one video every day this week, and I've got a 5 different subjects to a video on, probably my most popular thing on my channel. And we have the new Stitch Crashes Disney. So this is actually April's Stitch Crashes Disney, based around the Little Mermaid. That obviously got delayed and got released last week. Parcel has come, so we have the pin, the Plush, and obviously our plus one to show you off today. So let's get into this video. Now, something I do want to address just before I actually get into showing off the Stitch Crashes Disney plus my plus one is Disney's packaging of their parcels. So my parcel has come and it's pretty battered, to be honest. The box is pretty battered. I know people have problems with hems and things like that, but let's be honest, the boxes that Shop Disney use are pretty weak, pretty flimsy, easy to get back around, and they also use that perforated strip to open your boxes. That's no good because that always gets damaged in the post. So my boxes come pretty battered, and even Hermes have had to tape it back together. Now my Hermes driver is great. He even stood there, apologised for everything that happened, and wanted to make sure everything in the box was there and safe. My Hermes driver is great. I just wish the Shop Disney would look at their packaging, not just the boxes. The boxes do need to be a lot stronger. They're too flimsy, the boxes, for anything they put in them. Not just what I pick up, and there's basically next to the packaging they put a bit of paper in, that's about it. So unfortunately something I picked up did get a little bit damaged, but with rumours, whether they're true I'm not sure, of Shop Disney closing all their UK stores, if that is true and they're all going online, I would hope they're going to put that money into better packaging, not just in the boxes but as well as inside the boxes, because it's pretty rubbish to the state of the parcels, the way the boxes are. The boxes are really thin and flimsy, and just a bit of paper doesn't really protect what's inside. That's unfortunate. So I'm going to show you off what I got today. As for plus one, look, it is the plus one that's damaged, and I'll show you that off first. So my plus one for this one is this. This is the Sisu Funko Pop from Raya and the Last Dragon, and for the most part, and I mean luckily this front bit is fine. The side of the box fine, side of the box are fine, and the top is fine. Unfortunately it is pretty damaged there at the back, and this is because the box got dented in, so it's just completely dented into this bit of back of the Raya, the Sisu box there. Unfortunately, I picked first. I've go through why I picked this up. So I love Raya and the Last Dragon, and I also need a plus one for to get the free postage basically, so it was worth picking this up because basically it wasn't quite free, but it works out a bit better. So I picked up Sisu to add to the Tuk Tuk I picked up last, I think it was a couple of Stitch Crashes Disneys ago. Add them together, but it is always a risk picking up Funko Pops. I've never actually had an issue with getting them from Disney, but I know the packaging isn't great, and obviously that has been shown with the damage that has come there. Now I have contacted Shop Disney to see if they will do anything. I don't know whether they will. I'm going to see what I can do with the flatten out a little bit. The crease might come out a little bit, but that is such a shame. That's what has happened. Luckily it is this and not the actual stitch that's been damaged, or the pin. But it was super cool to pick this up. I said I don't know whether they will give any kind of discount, vouchers, refund, or whether they will replace it. I'll have to wait and see. I've contacted them, but that was basically the plus one for my parcel first. Next up we have the pin, and normally I wouldn't have normally opened this, but with the state of the parcel I did pre-open this just to check it was okay. And it was all okay, but here is our Stitch Crashes Disney pin there. I do super love that little, the flower there. It's like a little gel effect on the flower. That does look super cool. That is a super nice and neat pin. Again, love the backing cards, as I always say I do. But that is a beautiful little pin there. Cute little smile on Stitch as well. But I was worried when I saw the state of Sisu and the state of the box. My eye in the hole there. The state of Stitch and the state of Sisu, the way that came, whether this would get battered around in the bub mailer, but luckily it looks to be absolutely fine. I can't see any damage on it at all. Luckily the backing card has it's got a bit of crease actually there, so that probably took a bit of damage. I'm not sure if we can't see it just there, but at least the pin itself is okay. So thankfully Disney's poor packaging didn't affect that. Something I just did almost forget to add in is obviously the Stitch pin in the book now. So there he is, nicely next to March's Lion King pin. So thankfully that means our folder is back fully up to date, and hopefully all the rest of the ones We'll come out on time and we can fill up this folder and have a nice full folder at the end of the collection. But let's get into the plush as well now. So here he is, our cute little Stitch with his cute little flower there. It doesn't look quite as cute in person, the flower, as it does like on the pin. Just there was a little bit of hair there too, which is cool. And the pattern on this is definitely the main part of this. It does almost go back to a bit more like the silky feel of the early ones. Of course, Sharpie's little stomp there as always. But we've got a few different things. We've got a few Ariels on here. We've got Sebastian there, as well as Flounder in his pattern, which is super cool. A few other little bits of fish and sea life on him. As I said, he's not quite as soft. He's like almost like silky like the first one again. So it's like, I know they delayed them, whether they've designed it and kept certain bits. That feels like a raincoat almost, which is a bit weird. It's super beautiful in terms of artisticness and stuff like that. It's just not quite as soft as some of the other ones. But of course, I have to have him to the collection as always. He is super cute, and hopefully it is getting hard sometimes. The last few ones that I've managed to pick up, I've got them in my basket, and then it's out of stock. I have to keep sitting there and refresh before I can eventually get them. So if you do go on the shop Disney, especially in the UK, or when the European releases, if you get them in your basket and then suddenly disappears at checkout, don't give up. Keep refreshing your page. Hopefully he will go back in. And what happens is, if you get to a certain point of your checkout, then he disappears. Once you keep refreshing, it will go right back to the beginning of your checkout. You will go back to that page you were originally on. Hopefully carry on and get him. Don't give up trying to get him. If you keep refreshing, eventually one might come back in. I think some of the bots they're getting there, they just get kicked back out and they go back into the system, which is super good and cool to pick them up. So we are thankfully Stitch did survive Disney's attempts, well, the poor packaging that destroyed Sisu, unfortunately. Obviously the pin was fine too, which is cool, and he has got a cute little face. I said the artistic design probably the best out of all of them on this one. I really do love the things. So it looks like this is like an underwater scene with Ariel Flounder, Sebastian's few seahorses and things as well. Just unfortunate the damage to Sisu, and hopefully I can get that replaced or some sort of refund, and then I can get the box fixed myself, or at least in better condition than it is. But thank you for joining me for today's video. I'm going to try and get as more. I noticed I have one video every day this week. I am going to try my best to make sure I do far more to get more videos out, because I have so much more stuff and videos and content that I can do. I've just been getting too busy and dragging myself behind. Just going to try and record a few at a time if I get the chance, and edit and put them up when I have a chance. But thank you for joining me for today's video, showing off the newest Stitch Crashes Disney. This is the end of today's Jones Journal.